Welcome to another episode of How I Discovered My Gift with yours truly. This is David D. Simons. I'm coming back to you with another solo episode, and this solo episode has many different inspirations, so we're going to get right into it. This specific area is dealing with the development phase. I know we talked through 3 areas on this show: discovery, development, and distribution. Development being the area where we need to develop our skills, our gifts, our talents, our abilities to turn them into mastery. So let me tell you the inspiration. So a few people I'm going to shout out. I was on Friday, that boy Nehemiah Davis had a impromptu networking event. If you don't know who he is, check him out. Look him up on IG, Neo Deviso. He had an event here in Philadelphia, impromptu. He just put it on the IG. People come through, and he's from Philly. I live in Philly. I'm not from Philly, but I live in Philly. And he threw this event, this networking event. And it was a great event. Got to meet some great people, reconnect with people that I'd met, and meet some new people. And I'm just watching, right? Observation, right? So I get there to the event, say hello to Neo, say hello to all the amazing people there, meet some people that I've been admiring from a minute and never got the chance to connect with. So shout out to Doug Depp, Patrick Jayoun, Seda, just a lot of great people that I met. So let me get to the point. So I watched Neo come to this event, host this event, and I know just from knowing that, when he came to this event, there's a lot of stuff that he probably was handling during the day, right? From things like, podcasting and checking on things and business wise, because Philly's home, right? Doing all these things, right? So he's talking to us at the event that my number one gift is execution. It's not, some other gift of like writing or art or something like that. He said his number one gift is execution. And I've heard him say that before, but it really hit home this time, right? So I'm admired with people's gifts. And as he is doing this event, the event ends. I leave probably early. It started at 7. I got there like 7:30, 7:40. I leave about 9:30, 9:40, right? Then I get home. I think I'm hanging out with my wife, hanging out. Then I see, so mind you, I don't know everything this brother has done the day before this event, but I'm sure know how productive he is. He was doing a bunch of stuff, getting stuff done before this event. Then I see a ping that pops up on IG Live. He does an IG Live. It's probably like 12 a.m. at that time. I'm like, golly, I know you just did this event. Okay. 9 a.m. 12 a.m. pops up. I don't tune in. I just see the notification from Neo about this live event. That's that. I get up pretty early on Saturday morning. I want to say 6 or so. I see another ping. It's like 6 or 7 in the morning. Another live IG. And then I look through the stories and look through some of the things. This brother was grinding, like through the night and making all this stuff happen. Then I see another live event, and the live event was IG live. Was to go to one of his student spots and check on them and showcase what they're doing, some great work that they're doing. And then I see just activity, right? As I'm following his feed, I'm just like, my goodness, like it's not even been 24 hours and you've probably done 12 things, 12 different, like 3 live IG lives events that I could see, one in person that I could see, bunch of different podcasts I could see, networking and connecting and doing all these things. I'm like, dude, it hasn't even been 24 hours. I'm like, I don't even go on live personally, right? And Instagram Live, for those that don't know IG, Instagram Live. So what all am I trying to say here? Let me give you one more example before I break my point down. Then I go to this is a couple weeks back. I go to Offer Mastery Live, one of my mentors, Dr. Myron Golden, and he has done this event, 2 days for the inner circle, 3 days for everyone, called Offer Mastery Live, over 5 days. And he does this thing for over 5 days. I mean, it is long days. I mean, some even the second night there was a VIP thing, and so we're talking late into the night, 9, 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock. With Russell Brunson and all this stuff, right? So for 5 days, he's pouring his absolute heart out, pouring into people. And then I hear he had meetings on Sunday, the Sunday of this conference, after the Friday. I would be exhausted. Then come Monday, we have our regular meetings that we have with him on Monday. He's bright-eyed, chippered, ready to rock and ready to go. I'm like, you just poured out your soul in 5 days, and then Monday, 9 o'clock, ready to roll and go as if nothing happened. And then, so now I'm gonna tie it all and put it in a bow. I'm coming to the bow here. I have a conversation with my brother JL. Shout out to JL, inspiration for the title of this podcast. We were having this conversation, and I was just saying how I'd watched Neo, how I watched Myron, how I watched certain successful people, and these people act like they're hustling for the first time. They're grinding like they don't even have a business, grinding like they don't even, they haven't made any money. It was amazing to me to just watch this and see this in this over this epiphany I'm having. So I'm having a conversation with my brother JL, and JL is like, yeah, rich people work like they're broke. Broke people work like they're rich. Woo! I'm gonna say that again. Rich people work like they're broke, and broke people work like they're rich. And then he proceeds to share that, you think about it, rich people are constantly working. They're putting in that work. Even if they're not doing the grunt work, they're still doing the work, right? Showing up, networking, delegating, systemizing, strategizing, partnerships, all these things. And seeing this made me realize, wow, Dave, you got to work harder. You got to work harder. What point? I'm not saying work harder on the grunt work, but I've got to work harder. Like, there are people that are already wealthy. Like, again, examples like Nehemiah Davis, who I'm deeply inspired by. And shout outs to Dr. Myron Golden, who I'm also deeply inspired. Examples. These are people that don't have to work as hard. There's no real need to grind like that, right? There's no real need to, put up all this energy to generate business and create partnerships and do all this stuff. They don't have to. It's not like not grinding like that because they have to. And they probably would tell you that's not, they don't grind, right? So I know they're just being who they are, but they're executing is the point. And I'm wondering, and so as I was talking with JL, he was like, well, on the contrary, right? As rich people work like they're broke people work like they're rich, meaning they're chilling, watching like no offense, watching Netflix, all day. It's cool. Watch a couple flicks, couple things, do your thing. Watching Sunday football all day long, like you're rich, right? You would think that's how rich people act, right? I've been enough, and the reality is that broke people are working like they're rich, but not rich. Rich people are working like they're broke, but they're not broke. And I admire this, and it's eye-opening experience, because I've been around and have networked around and have friends around that are wealthy or rich, and it's so true. I can think about every single one of them. Majority of them don't watch TV. Majority of them, if they go on vacation, there's some business thing tied to it, or they're leveraging that opportunity. They're always making moves. Everything is strategic. Um, so I'm just going to shout out some of the rich people that I've been able to observe this in my life. First, shout out to Del Toro, rich man, constantly making things happen, never satisfied with just status quo, or like always chasing new heights. He has that motto, 1% better every day. Shout out to Nate Ross, who I know will probably check out this episode. Millionaire, and someone who I admire his work ethic. Still, already financially well off, doesn't need to work, but still active, productive, making things happen. Extremely vision oriented, and just it's amazing. The work ethic is there. Shout out to my guy David Osei in Ghana, right? Wealthy man, but grinds like, and makes things happen like he's trying to get that first dollar. I could keep going, but my point is that shout out to my client and friend Brian Adamson, another great example, someone who's already successful, killing it in real estate, but still puts that work in like haven't achieved anything, right? This is what I'm learning about the work ethic of the wealthy, of the rich. I don't consider myself wealthy yet. I'm working on that. So it was a lesson I wanted to pass along for those in the development phase. Like, don't make some money and think that you can just, cower down to another level of work ethic. You got to keep that thing high. You got to keep your execution levels high, because everybody I see in that space and doing it, crushing it, killing it, guess what happens? Their work ethic improves and they become more efficient, more effective. They get more things done, and they don't stop working. They don't ever stop. It's not like, don't get me wrong, people take vacations, they do their thing, but what I notice across the board, even a vacation's strategic. They're doing some things to make some things happen. So my advice to you is, if you're broke, you gotta work and grind hard. If you're rich, you gotta work and grind hard. That's it. There's no days off. I mean, and I mean that not in an unbalanced way, but it's in another episode we'll talk about this. But it's all about momentum too. If you let your foot off the gas, it's very hard to get back on. So it's the momentum piece is a big part of this success, and a lot of successful people keep grinding that way because they don't want to lose their momentum. Big Mo, right? You don't want to lose the momentum, and once you lose the momentum, it's hard to climb back. So I want to thank you for listening to today's episode. Hope it added value to your life, and I hope to catch you in the next episode. In the meantime, in between time, be blessed. I'll catch you there. Bye bye.